is kind of easy because the Rockets, they did get rid of Daniel House, who was listed as a target for a few of these teams. He has not been good, but is a wing who can defend a few positions and theoretically hit threes, even though he hasn't been. But they got rid of him. They signed Garrison Matthews, who needs a new fucking agent. My God. He never should have been on a two-way to begin with. And now he's on one of those friggin' 4-year partially guaranteed deals that's going to pay him less than $10 million if he hits. He's been great for them.
At least his agent convinced him to stay in the NBA, because there were those reports that he was thinking about just not playing basketball anymore when he could only get a two-way.
Oh, not playing at all? I was going to say, if he was going to go overseas, he might have made more money than this.
I think the way it was framed, and I did not read the whole thing, I'll be honest, was that he was like thinking about hanging it up.
Well, that's sad because he's really good. So I just have 3 youngster names here, and I think you're probably getting them as either did we trade Christian Wood? Did we trade Eric Gordon? That's probably it. I don't think they should trade Jae'Sean Tate, but that might be a name to throw in there. This is not we traded Daniel Tice situation. But I have Payton Pritchard, who's not played as big of a role for Boston or been as good as I think they were expecting. And look, this team needs just more point guard options aside from DJ Augustine and a healthy Kevin Porter Jr. I know they went on that 7-game winning streak or whatever it was a couple weeks back, but I have Payton Pritchard, Coby White as flyers, and then I have Talen Horton-Tucker because the Lakers are willing to build trade packages around Talen Horton-Tucker to maybe get Eric Gordon. That's something I would consider because he kind of fits their identity without Jalen Green, I should say, where they've had some just interesting defensive lineups. But imagine having Talen Horton-Tucker, who's not good at defense yet, but just the positional malleability with him and Jae'Sean Tate there.
I just worry about the shooting limitations with him. That's my immediate negative reaction.
I'm just at the point with Houston where I'm like, fuck it. Just let's see. But I would understand why. I would prefer to have Payton Pritchard or Coby White on this team.
I would too.
Coby White, I might have Talen Horton-Tucker over Coby White. I'm not going to lie. Just because Coby White and Jalen Green, and if Kevin Porter Jr. is still there, that's a lot of microwave chuckers.
That could be fun, though. No, I honestly don't think Houston should worry about fit right now, because what are you maximizing your fit for? It's about getting talent. It's about getting upside. I think the way I'm looking at this roster is just who would I not move? And, the answers are pretty obvious at the top with Şengün and Green. I don't think you want to move Kevin Porter Jr. Don't think you want to move Jae'Sean Tate. But beyond that, if you can get a second-round pick for someone, if you can get a young player with some upside, just do it and worry about the fit later, because you need NBA caliber players.
I will say I'm happy they're starting to play Josh Christopher more. I really just want Usman Garuba to see the floor. Those are also, not that they're untouchable, but I'm so high on Garuba that I'd rather see him get more playing. That's not someone I'm moving because I don't think I know enough about him if I'm the Rockets to give up on. And you shouldn't be, to me at least, going after a star at the moment. So
no, you definitely should not. But yeah, I would see what I could get for Christian Wood at this point, just because of the timeline, and you're going to be able to get something for Eric Gordon. So I would be pretty shocked if Houston
this year,
isn't somewhat active. He absolutely has. For what purpose?
They would, without question, get a first-round pick for him and more if he just didn't have such a murky injury history. Mm-hmm. I don't even care about next year's salary or the non-guaranteed third year. It's just he's been hurt everywhere.